What's up, guys? Welcome back. How you guys been? Today we're going to talk about Craze by Armaf Lux. Armaf Lux Craze is a fragrance from 2017. This is supposed to be a dupe of Parfums de Marly's Pegasus. I don't have that to compare it to, so I can't give you a one-on-one, but I can talk to you about this scent as its own thing. Now, I'm first going to read the website description of this to give you like a general vibe of what they're trying to go for. Eau de Parfum 100 milliliters Armaf Craze is a masculine fragrance that combines the fresh, citrusy elements with the intrigue of spice for a strong and balanced scent. The fragrance opens with bergamot and cumin with an immediate dance of citrus and spice, leading into a middle core of herbal scents such as lavender and sage, along with bitter almond and jasmine. These blends fade into a base foundation that leaves behind traces of warm sandalwood, amber, and vanilla for an enticing and memorable finish. Armaf Craze is an adventurous scent that will accompany you on all your journeys. The bottle is an interesting little bottle. The bottle is, I don't think it's ugly per se. It's an interesting little bottle. It feels very 2000-ish, if that makes sense. It feels very old style. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I like it. I honestly, I like it. I'm not gonna rag on it too much. I like it. I don't like that this is a massive fingerprint magnet. Like, it looks dirty all the time, but overall, it's an interesting little bottle. It's unique in its composition. The top is plastic. You take it off. You have the little atomizer there. Let's do a spray. When you first spray this, you get punched in the face with immediate citrus, with immediate woodiness, with immediate flowers. That scent is very strong. It's not ambiguous. It's not subtle at all. It's honestly a very, very like in your face kind of thing. It's very, I'm here, this is the scent I'm giving you. It's very strong. It's leaning youthful because of that. Honestly, because once you get a scent that's not very subtle, it's hard to not see it as a youthful scent. And usually when scents are like more sophisticated, they tend to be more underplayed. This one's not playing around. This one's like, this is who I am, this is me. Once it dries down, that changes a little bit, becomes a little bit more mellow, a little bit more chill, but it never stops being a massive performer, a massive projector. So it's a very strong scent. It's a very powerful scent. In terms of ratings on Fragrantica, this has a 3.92 out of 5 with 1,559 votes. So it's not over 4, so it's not super, super popular. It's not super, super like highly well regarded. One of the positives is that this is very cheap. This is from 2017, so at this point it's like 20-something dollars. And if you compare it to the originator, Parfums de Marly is all very expensive. This has very strong performance. This has a lot of projection and longevity, which is one of the positive critiques, and I agree with that. This is a very strong performer and a lot of longevity. According to the positive critiques, this matches the vanilla almond vibe that the original has, that the OG has. But I'll be honest with you, I get no almond from this whatsoever. Like, I'm smelling it, I'm trying to like hunt for that almond, but I don't get it. I don't get a single sliver of almond from this. So I'm not sure, apparently, and I'm sensitive to almond. Like, I can pick almond out of a fight, but in this, not a single drop of almond can be found to me from my nose. So that's a bummer for me. I'm just not getting almond from this. This might need to macerate a little bit more, but to me, no almond. In terms of the negative critiques, people were saying that it's less refined than the original and it has a more synthetic opening. I think synthetic is just code for cheap. The bergamot is a lot stronger here than the original. This has a very strong bergamot. This is very citrusy at the start. Another negative critique says that this gets less complex with time, and that's a common critique with dupes, that originals tend to get more complex, or they keep their complexity with time, and dupes kind of lose notes with time and become simpler, linear scents. This one, I don't think it became a linear scent for me. I think it just kind of did its thing at the beginning, and it kind of kept that thing going. So I don't agree that it became like a super linear scent. Now we're going to like reading reviews. I'm gonna read you like a couple of reviews that I found interesting or funny. On Reddit, Rakan put a review on here. He said, "Before I start, I would like to say that I tried Pegasus before deciding to buy this one. I find the scent to be identical at some point. Misses a bit of that rich almond note in it. It got synthetic soapy notes, but overall the perfume does not smell synthetic to me. It is definitely a great clone of Pegasus in terms of scent. Projection on this is disappointing to me. I know you get what you pay for, but this is weak enough for people to not smell you around. Unless you overspray yourself and choke yourself, which is what I did, and you may get compliments during the first hour." Longevity. It's been about 5 hours and I can smell it on my clothes. Things I like, the scent, longevity. Things I didn't like, projection, and synthetic soapy notes in it. Overall, it's a good smelling cologne, does not smell so synthetic, but honestly, I got a reaction from that I feel to sneeze. I feel like he says that he needs to sneeze even though it's not that strong. So it makes him like feel sneezy. On Fragrantica, Felice62 said, "Craze is a hidden gem that offers remarkable quality and sophistication at an unbeatable price point. For those familiar with Pegasus by Parfums de Marly, Craze is strikingly accurate alternative that captures much of the same DNA at a fraction of the cost. It's a fragrance that has a balance of gourmand richness with a refined masculinity, making it ideal for men who want something classy yet accessible. The opening is dominated by a sweet almond note, creamy and slightly powdery, immediately setting a warm and inviting tone. As the scent develops, lavender and vanilla come to the forefront, creating a smooth aromatic heart that feels both comforting and luxurious. These notes are seamlessly blended, evoking a sense of familiarity while maintaining a polished elegance. In the dry down, the fragrance settles into a base of amber, sandalwood, and a touch of musk. This face is rich, warm, and subtly sweet, leaving an impression that feels both modern and timeless. The resemblance to Pegasus is undeniable. Craze masterfully captures the same balance of creamy almond, aromatic lavender, and soft woods, offering an experience that feels opulent without the high price tag. While Craze is versatile enough to be worn by a wide age range, its slightly mature undertones make it particularly suited for men in their 30s, who can appreciate its balance of sweetness and refinement. Longevity and projection are solid, lasting hours with moderate sillage that's never overwhelming. Overall, Craze by Armaf is a fantastic option for anyone seeking the luxurious feel of Pegasus without the premium price. Its quality, performance, and resemblance to the high-end masterpiece make it an exceptional value. Ideal for those who want the fragrance that feels sophisticated and memorable." Jesus, Felice, Jesus, that was good. And then the last one, "Your girl that says I smell good." It grew on me. I think it took me a while to appreciate what it had going on. I'd never really been a PDM fan. The scents never really spoke to me, so I never bought any. Sacrilegious. The scent of this is almond, vanilla, heliotrope. It doesn't really switch up. It just kicks it very one-dimensional. It's not a bad thing. It's truly a nice winter wear. The bottle is tacky as shit and cumbersome. Thank God it's not an indication of the fragrance. It's not a stereotypical men's fragrance. It's very unisex in a good way. It's not like Boy Toy where it takes a certain type of man to wear. I think anybody can get away with rocking this. I truly think it's a good break from your norms. I can't see it being a signature scent, at least for me, but I like it as a bridge when I want to switch it up but still keep it safe. If you don't like it off of the bat, just give it a few more wears, let it grow on you, I promise it will. Overall, it's a nice cheapie, something you would easily put off in the right situation. Pretty strong, and something I consider a solid pickup if you get a good deal. Too long didn't read, it's a good scent, good price, shitty bottle, unisex profile, overall solid pickup. Something to wear when you need a change of pace. Wearing constantly would be too much of a good thing. I agree with what everybody said. Those reviews were spot on. This is a good scent. This is a very nice scent. To me, this opened very citrusy, very sharp, very strong. And it mellowed out into a sandalwood type of scent that never really goes away. That citrus and that sandalwood never really goes away. Even though people said this had a lot of vanilla and a lot of almond in this, I never really got almond in this, so I unfortunately didn't get that whole experience everybody else got. To me, the stars of this show is that sandalwood and that bergamot. This feels like a well-polished piece of wood with like, you know, that citrus polish that you use for things like Pledge, that kind of thing. That's what this smells like to me, but in a nice way, in a good way. I don't mean in a negative way. I think the lavender also plays a very keen part in here because there's like the lavender is like an undercurrent here. It's like a base of lavender with everything else on top. This also has like a soapiness to it that the lavender is like giving it. So that soapiness to me makes this whole thing kind of smell like a spa type thing. So I feel like this is like a very expensive body wash or a very expensive spa, and I like it. It's a very nice scent. It could be easily a daily wearer. It's not a common scent. I don't think it's something that I can replicate easily with other things that I have on my shelf. So it's pretty unique, and I enjoyed it. Overall, I like the scent profile of this. I don't think it's my favorite here, mainly because I tend to like sweeter things. But I do enjoy this scent profile. I do enjoy the fact that it's different than everything else. And I do enjoy the fact that it has like an interesting play of notes. A good idea for this would be to layer it with something else. If I had a good creamy sweet scent, I could layer that on top of this or below this. So let me, actually give me 1 second. I have returned. So I brought Eclair just because I just want to see what happens if I just lightly, I'm going to do it from far away so it doesn't do too much. I'm going to let that chill for a little bit and see what that mix does. Overall, in terms of rating, I would give this, in terms of projection 10, longevity 10. And in terms of scent, I think I would give it a 7 because it's not my favorite scent. It's a unique scent, it's a great scent, but it's not my favorite scent. I don't think I will be reaching for this a lot. I like that. I like that a lot. So as a layering scent, I like that a lot. So what this did was it muted that very sharp citrus and it made the woodiness creamy and it brought in some sweetness. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Ooh, that's really good. I like that a lot. This together is really good. On its own, 7. With this, with Eclair, I'm gonna bump it up to a 9. I really like that together. Overall, great. I think a person who is a younger guy would really like this. This is a little too aggressive to be for an older scent. Even though there are some sophistication here, I think this is good for your late 20s, early 30s. That's your prime spot for this. This is a great scent. I like it. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Do you agree with me on this? Is this something that you've been interested in? Have you tried it? Let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe. Like I've said before, my favorite part about doing this is engaging with you guys. Remember that sense is subjective. What I like isn't necessarily what you like. And always remember to smell your best. See ya.